be the one kids in my city was laughing about.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New York Jets versus P.J. Walker and the Buffalo Bills.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be in.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're still about 3 yards shy of it first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped. But without those guys, hard to win games.
For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Brooks. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. They go play action with Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Moore.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carlos Basham able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
This is a guy who truly believed in himself coming out of Temple. He bounced on and off practice squads for 3 years without an opportunity. And his big break, it came in another league. The unofficial MVP of the revived XFL led his team to an undefeated record with 15 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions in a shortened season before the league.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Walker steps away to his left. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, Johnson, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now Wilson on second down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Wilson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Back to throw. Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 21 carries, 67 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down, Johnson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On second down, here's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Johnson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking to throw. Johnson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Johnson's throw here taken in by Knox. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 3 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start for offense.
And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Johnson now on 3rd down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this is going to be incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On second down, Johnson.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do is they run it here. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. Take it at the 37. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, that's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to Heinz Field to check on the Steelers. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Najee Harris, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Johnson. And Beasley with it over the middle.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Johnson. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Johnson off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13 to 10. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Johnson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Youngway Koo for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And it's fielded at the 34. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Wilson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Johnson now. On 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff out of the gun. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now Johnson throwing on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And this one caught by Beasley.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A beautiful spin and room to run. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
115 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Here's Johnson on 1st down. This is Gordon on the dump off. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw. Johnson. And he finds Beasley complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Johnson. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And the Jets set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson. And that will be incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Buffalo. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Caught right side, Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Diggs with a good footwork. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. So the Bills now down 20-17, and time a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Johnson on 1st and 10. Throw to the right here to Gordon. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On second down, it's Johnson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.